I swear, I'm not drunk. Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm back with another review. I know it's been a while, but here I am, and I actually have figured out what I am actually going to be doing after this saga, because I'm still continuing on with the Remembrance saga. I will be still doing the summer haul thing, where I just go over the figures that I got over the summer, and then I have a little plan going on because you know I did donate a lot of money to the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge thing, um, to the point where I had to cancel my pre-order for the Microblaze Military Titan set. And basically, what I basically did was, since that thing kept getting pushed back, I ended up just getting, other Transformer figures. So you'll see what I have planned, basically by the end of the next saga. But until then, here is the Halloween Lego set. Uh, it has no real name. It's like, just look at the box. There's no real name. It just says building toy on it. No name. Basically, anywhere you just have obligatory product shots going over here. Just has a bunch of warnings, little legal cut blog. Um, yeah, you do have the little witch right up here because, you have this stuff right here. The ghost does glow in the dark. You see everything you're going to get in the set is, same on the back. But yeah, now this box is pretty unique, and to the point where there's this little piece of tape on the bottom. You basically just have to peel that off, or at least peel it halfway off, so that way you can open up the bottom piece. And when you open up the bottom piece and flip out these two little side bits, you basically see that there is a tray inside, and so it's like pulling a sort of third-party Dash Masterpiece Transformers vibe. I'm just gonna set this here. You see that here's the tray. It has molded bits in for the ghost, the zombie, and the witch, as well as, a nice little spider molding here. You see in here, this is where we get the main part of the set. You see the instructions, and that's basically it. It does come in two pieces, so you basically set everything inside. I drop the instructions, and then you close it back up. And I'm just going to quickly grab the instructions, if I can figure out where they dropped. There they are. Okay. This is a good time for you to just look at the sets to see what else you're getting in the sets, as if the pictures on the box did not say well enough. So I'm just going to take this, slide it back inside, and there you have the box. And you do see has a nice window here to see the characters, and then you do have windows, or actually no, a window on the side to see what else comes in the set. They really want to show you what's in this set. That's the efficiency of Lego, and it actually is pretty good. I like, knowing what's going to be in the set. Nothing surprising, as I try to close this box with the greatest of ease. Close! Close! There you go. Then you just want to take the tape, put it back up, and there you go. And you do see that this box is meant to be hung. I do actually hang this on my wall when I display it, because I do display boxes. And you'll notice I'm putting it on the side. That's so it can fit in frame, and also it doesn't stand on its bottom, mainly due because it, has this thing. It opens from the bottom. So yeah, now to continue on with the rest of the set, I will go over the minifigures first. So here we have the witch. You do see there is some nice printing going along the torso. Got a nice little torn up ridged collar right up here. You got the sort of green belt going on with a nice little golden belt buckle. You do see, if my camera would stop glaring at it, just to focus in. Stupid camera. You do see a little spell book. This is a little tear right here with the purple stitching on it, and then a little glass vial with a potion in it. So yeah, and I don't know how well you can see that, but yeah, I'm just covering this up. But the book does have a frog emblem on it, so and then she does come with the broom. So she can fly, and it's the standard broom that we got in the Harry Potter sets. Nice to see that it's still being used for its rightful purpose to be a flying broomstick. Although I would like to see it used on Lego Doctor Who with the, 11th Doctor with the fez, but oh well, that's what character building's for. Next thing we have is the zombie. You see he does come with a black briefcase and a walkie-talkie. I don't know why he has a walkie-talkie. He doesn't look like he's a security guard or anything. He has a nice little brown suit with some wearing and rips through it to show that it is old and it is torn apart. You see his tie is undone, his buttons undone. And you get a nice little zombie, like little standard zombie face. So yeah, that is it. You got some nice little, ridges on it. I'm just going to turn down the lights a little bit. Oh, my camera's moving. Oh, my camera moving. Yeah, just see a good, better shot of him without glare. It is pretty dark now, so I'm actually going to open my blinds a little bit so you can get better lighting. We're still getting glare. Almost, yeah, you do see he does have a lot of nice detailing on him. And the briefcase, it should open. It has a little ridge inside the handle that allows it to open. But the thing on mine is that it comes in half. The little plastic bit that allows it to open up, basically it broke in half because the mold is not too terribly strong. However, I do like to keep it closed, and it does fit nice in his hand as well as the walkie-talkie. So yeah, nice little zombie figure. Just when I said it held nice in his hand, I go and drop it. So yeah, that is my luck. That is my luck, people. That is my luck. That is the luck of me with my ponytail, because I have a ponytail. So yes. Now here we have the Ghost. Now this guy, as far as I know, these two have also appeared in the Lego Monster sets. This guy I know definitely. I've seen him before. He does have this nice sort of pale gray chain going on. Actually, I think now is an opportune time to cut out the lighting. So I'm just gonna put the lines a little bit more. So yeah, you do see he does have the normal, standard spooky ghost hood over him. He has these light gray change as opposed to the normal dark gray that we usually get. You do see he does not have legs. Instead, he has a 1x2 brick and a 1x2 not tile plate, basically forming his legs. This does make him a little shorter than standard minifigures, but it is still pretty cool. And basically, I'm just going to move his hands to the side so you can get it. You just move his head, or his hood, and you see it is a standard sort of just black head with the white torso, and then you do see the two separate parts right here. So yeah. And if you didn't know by now, these ghost figures do have little ridges inside their capes, so that way they can be placed on plates or whatever. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's plates, because other than that, it'd be tiles. So yeah, and now to look onto the little mini creatures of the set. Here we have first, I think I'll start with the two snakes, George and Martha. If you get that reference, you're part of my fandom. So yes, here we have these two little snakes. One of them is green, one of them is red. They do have some nice little scaly details going along them. I don't know how hard it is to see that. But yeah, you do see they also have the little tongues. They do have the general shape of a snake. They do have the little rattle tail thing going on. But yeah, it's just your typical Lego snake, and it comes with a red one and a green one. So yeah, and again, George and Martha. That's basically what I call them. And if you get that, if you got that and you were here in person, I would hug you. So yes, next we're going to take a look at the frog. The frog is a frog. This is the first time I've ever really owned the frog piece, so yeah. He does have nice little detailing going on there to show his legs. I'm trying to get this on screen because it's so blibbin' tiny. You do see he has a little face. His little eyes are molded there. No paint apps. It's just a solid green plastic, little green glossy paint. like look. It's not painted though. It is again just standard green plastic. See, there's a frog. A frog by any other name is still a prince. I do not know where I got that. I think that just came to my head. I don't know. So here is the rat. It is a typical rat. It is a light gray piece. It does, of course, have the standard tail, so it can, again, fit on Lego plates. A lot of these are actually pretty compatible. I don't think I covered this with the other creatures, but the frog does have an open area on the bottom, so you can stand on studs. And then the snakes are molded so that they can fit in between studs on plates. So yeah, the rat does have two little holes for normal studs, and then his tail is shaped to fit around them. So yeah, really nice detail. You do like get a little bit of molded detail for his hands. Of course, you do see that it's the standard rat shape where it has the head, slumps down and goes up into the butt, and then it has the tail coming out. And then you do see little sockets for where the eye should be, little nose right there, and of course he has his little ears. And there is basically the rat. And now we have the spider. Um, it's actually a pretty good spider. I think this is the cue for me to actually increase the lighting because it's a darker figure. Or creature. I don't know. I do refer to the creatures as figures because it's like, hey, they're living beings. Refer to them with personality. So yeah, here we have the spider. It does have, 8 legs like you would expect. Has the little standard Lego C-clip for its pincers, so it can bite you or it can steal your broom or briefcase or whatever. It does have the cross on its butt. I know there's an official name for it, but I do not study insects, so I think it's like thorax. I don't know. I do know that it's pretty much where the heart is. I only know that because that's where I aim when I kill spiders. I remember a funny time where I actually stabbed one with a screwdriver in the heart. So that's how I mainly know. I don't know why there was a cross on it, because there was a cross piece right here. I'm trying to get that in proper lighting. I'll just like... Oh, there's a light feature on my camera. There you go. So yeah, you do see there's a cross. I do think it would make more sense to have a, an hourglass shape sculpted in there, so it'd be like a Black Widow, but I don't know. Maybe that's just how normal black spiders that are not Black Widows are. So yeah, and oh, forgot to cover this. He does have a raised connector piece so he can fit on studs, but also due to the way his body is, and due to the way this is raised, it allows him to basically be put on plates and not have to worry about normal studs interfering. So yeah, there's that. Now to move with the less detailed thing. Here is the plant life. There's a bunch of weeds. You do see we get a nice little tree dash vine piece on the bottom as base. We do see a vine whip growing out of the center. And then we have these 3 little swamp vine bits going out on the edges. Usually I will like just jokingly put poison ivy on here because, poison ivy, it fits. But yeah, and it does have little studs around so you can put more plant pieces on it or minifigures because they're also stud pieces. Yeah, it's wild looking. It has no like real pattern to it. That's basically how nature is. Now, this is my favorite part of the set. You'll see that that this thing has 58 pieces. I usually don't like to get Lego sets unless they are 100 or over. This is kind of the exception. One, of course, this is something that Kat got me, so naturally it was pretty cool. But then it's just like I see this. This is the grave. You look on the grave, you do see you get some nice little green pieces going along, like 2 green plates to signify like a little bit of plant life is growing. Get some gray tiles on the sides, and like right there in the center, like there's a studded gray tile right there to signify the stone. You do have a brown base plate. You do see there is some brown cheese slope ridges to signify that that body has been buried, and then we have the grave. right up top you do see here is a bat. It does have the nice little wing molded into it. I do not know if this is a sort of a decoration for the gravestone or if it is an actual bat. If it was an actual bat, that's pretty cool. If it's a topper for the gravestone, that is also cool. Do you see there's a nice little ridge piece right in there to give it more detail? Two little vines growing out to signify that this is a fairly old grave. And then we have this. This is what I really love about this set. You see a bat on it, and it's basically this. It's basically a drawing of this bat up here, but it's a bat symbol right here, and it says R.I.P. on it. Sorry, just had to cough there. But yeah, it says R.I.P. on it, and then of course means rest in peace. This is something I find a little funny. It's a lowercase I and P. Normally, not anagrams, but acronyms are usually spelled with all capitals. This one it literally just says RIP. There's no periods in between the letters, and the last two letters are pretty much lowercase, so it's basically saying RIP, not RIP. It's a RIP. And then bat symbol, bat symbol. I don't know if you can tell already, but I do collect the Lego DC figures. Like, I'm heavily into that series. And I have a custom bat cave that I have. I will probably review later on. But yeah, that just adds it to it, because any true comic book fan knows that Batman, at one point, Bruce Wayne did die. It was actually during the Crisis arcs, and at the end of that, Darkseid and Batman fought. And Batman broke his one rule. He not only used a gun, but he killed Darkseid. And then Darkseid basically shot Batman with the Omega Beam, which just basically killed him. It destroyed his body, pretty much. So yeah, this could basically be used as a gravestone for Batman. And then of course you can have your Batman be, the Dick Grayson Batman. Or you could just use Nightwing. So yeah, there is the set. I really like it. This does give me high hopes for sets that are not 100 pieces, because it shows you just less is more. Less is more. I think this is a nice thing to have it set. Of course, on the box you can see that the ghost does glow in the dark. I'm not going to turn off all the lights and close my blinds and deactivate my camera light just to show that he glows in the dark, but he does. Just take the box's word for it. And it's Lego, so of course their glow in the dark is actually pretty cool. So yeah, there is the Lego Halloween set. That's just what I'm going to call it, because it has no name. Or no name, yeah. It's not a review with me if I don't have a I can't talk period. But yes, here is the Lego Halloween set review. And this is me saying keep calm and be dramatic. Goodbye.